I'm going to give you the keys to the Lamborghini.
What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be coming at you with a Slappy tutorial. I'm going to be teaching you how to do frontside slappy and backside slappy. Since they're basically the same trick. Brought a couple of my boards out today. I'm going to be trying to show how to do a slappy on any board, really. I think you can slappy on any board if you have the skills. A couple of things you're going to need to bring with you. A broom, sweep up the curb so then you don't eat shit. Then you're going to want a bunch of wax. Then you're going to need to find a curb. It's mandatory for slapping. Also, you're gonna need to know how to grind, and if you don't know how to grind, here's a little tip to get into grinding. A little one I remember doing when I was younger. If you don't know how to grind, you're gonna wanna start by finding a curb with concrete on the top, and then you can just ride up to it, and then do a little grind. Focus putting your weight on your trucks, ride towards the edge of the curb, do a little grind. Alright, next, when picking a curb to slappy, you're going to be looking for a couple things. Things that make slappies easier is if you can find a curb with a nice angle to it. If you could see this in person, it has a slight angle to it. It's not straight up and down. Some curbs I've skated are super banked, which makes slappies even easier. I call them cheater curbs. It's perfect. You're super banked like that because it's just super easy to slap into. The more vertical it is, the harder I'd say it is to slappy, but then it's just like a ledge basically when you find a super up and down curb. More like that. Certain slappies work good for the angled ones. I find I can't crook at all on an angled curve. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do when learning how to slappy is figure out if you were going to want to do frontside or backside. For me, backside is a little easier to hold longer grinds and everything. So when slapping the curb, no matter backside or frontside, you're going to want to hit the curb at an angle. And when I do a slappy, the goal is to hit both your trucks at the same time. Sometimes when you're first learning it, you're probably gonna do front truck following up to the back truck. But once you're up on top of the curb, you're grinding like a regular 50-50, and then you just pull off. But there's many nuances to doing slappies. If you want to do a super cool slappy, you could cross lock, and by cross locking, you get a little better pinch while on top of the curb. Maybe you'll grind a little farther. It looks cooler. When I do backside slappies, I cross lock, especially. Sometimes on front side I'll cross lock a little bit, but mostly on backside I always cross lock. The goal when I do that is I slappy into it, and I'm just aiming for this part of the truck, pinching the corner heel side of the wheel. Alright.
Now I'm gonna do a shitload of slappies.
Alright, voiceover eating here. Oh yeah, watch out for Carson. So when doing a slappy, you're going to want to find a comfortable foot placement, whatever you find works for you when doing 50-50 grinds. I'd suggest somewhere over the bolts. Next, when you're slapping, you're going to want to focus on not hauling. It's all about the turn into the groove. It's kind of like a kick turn / wall ride / power slide / slap. It's in the name. Then you're going to want to keep your weight centered over your board. Try to stay relaxed. I find when you first learn them, you're not going to do very long grinds. Probably going to be very in and out. But the key to doing longer ones is just staying relaxed. Once you get into that grind, don't freak out. Just stay chilling, and then whenever the end of the curve comes up or you start slowing down, pop out. Usually I'll do a little kick turn or just a little tiny ollie motion. One of the major keys when slapping is all about turning into the curve. Like I said earlier, it's almost like a wall ride in / its own trick. It's a slappy. There's a switch slappy. Here's an attempt at a switch backside. See, my foot placement is weird when I do a switch because I'm more uncomfortable. Really, it doesn't matter how you get into the grind or how you are on the grind, pinching and all that. Like, it's just, that becomes fun. As you can see in the front sides, I don't always pinch as I pick up the camera. Front side pinch, slappy. It doesn't really matter. It's all about messing with it. The more times you do them, the better you get at it. It's a great skill building trick. You can take slapping to bigger obstacles, long curves. Whenever you go faster, it instantly becomes scarier. It's a great trick for beginners though, since it's such a low obstacle. Fun fact, I heard Tony Hawk say on his podcast he could never slappy, so you'll have a trick on the Birdman himself. But yeah, when slapping, it's all about the slapping motion. You just ride right into it, basically. It's almost like a magic trick when I first saw it, and then nowadays when I do it, it's like I can do it without trying because I've become so comfortable with them. When trying slappies, you're definitely gonna fall into a wheelie like that, but hey, just ride it out, new trick. And then there's many variations you can add to slappies. That was a backside 180, frontside 180, a little shove, a little front shove out the front 50. Then feebles are super easy to learn after frontside 50. Maybe throw a no comply. The options are endless. Some problems I remember running into when I first started with slapping was just sticking immediately. And I could say what would help with that is just finding the right curve, even practicing on a parking block, and the angle obstacle really helps learn into the more straight up down curves. But yeah, you're just gonna want to surf right up into it. Push your weight into your trucks, even if it's super chunky. Just the faster you go, the funner the slappy. Frick yeah. Leave a suggestion of what you'd like to see. I'm making videos for you guys. Hopefully this video taught you how to slappy. Make sure to like, comment,
and subscribe.